you wouldn't be. Hello?
Hey, I'm still here.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, check it. Like my buddy, he said you're a regular Leonardo, like out of the Ninja Turtles.
What?
Come on, man, just for having an interview or whatever. I was like, man, if just for the record, I'm actually a Raphael. I'm very disorderly, but
I guess I am a Leonardo now I think about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'm
definitely.
super Leo.
That's actually not even up for debate. Right? Go ahead.
I'll be that. I'll be that. As long as I'm not like a Donatello.
Don't be a Scott Summers. I'll say that though.
Nah, no.
Trey, Cyclops sucks. He's a
Nah.
he's a bad person.
He really is a bad person. Now he's all emo and then he like killed Professor X. So, spoilers by the way.
Uh, all right, Trey. You know what? You're right, and I'm wrong, and we will get into that later. But what was I saying? Like the guy Icky or whatever. Was
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Like overall, we were talking about him and his style and like what you thought about it. I mean, we kind of went over it, but
Yeah,
still, it
the
was just
first few
like,
matches, like oh man, I had him pegged. But then like I think Trey had came back from the store and he had some beer. And I mean, it's online. I can't act like I care that much. You know,
yeah, yeah,
what's his face? Duvall. His whole thing already went bust, and I was like, oh, that's a weird match. And then it started DCing like hella hardcore. I
yeah.
didn't. I've never experienced that fully. Like my inputs don't work, and then the whole thing just shuts off on me.
Yo,
Pretty.
PSN was ridiculous. Look, Duvall was talking about he had DC'd and like had started another match already, so the score was totally different
Yeah,
from
we
what we
he
were seeing.
DC'd, and then we started another match, and then we kind of kept scoring. And then he did like happened like four more times or three more times. And I was like, well, what? Am I still winning? I don't even. I didn't even know.
Yeah, nobody knew, and it was just like a mess after a while. So, but honestly, that's PSN. It's like that's you tell that to other PSN players, and it's like the ones who play in room and play a lot, like there's nothing new to them. So,
Yeah.
just recently, especially, it's been happening a lot. So it's like that's literally why I was like, nope, nope, raw PSN in January. I was like, nope, never.
I see why you say that now, man. I can't. I
So
mean, from
like,
when I play on PSN, I've learned from it. I've experienced it, and I don't necessarily. Oh, look at that! It's a power outage. Oh, look! Oh man, my internet just went crazy. Like I can't excuse all that. You know.
man, but yeah, but in short bursts, like it's cool. So like
Oh yeah.
ranked
Oh yeah.
or quick player matches is cool, but if you do like prolonged sets, like what we were doing, that's more likely to happen.
And I
So
said first to 10.
no, no, no. Actually, you're fine because like we did like 3 or 4 other PSN Raws before Sega Cup happened,
All right.
and it was fun. Like I was just surprised. I was happy. Like,
Yeah.
and the first one was like Hoyati Ezekiel, and I was like fun to watch to me. So
Yeah.
I thought it'd be more of the same, but nope. PSN was like, nope, sorry. So
Yeah.
yeah,
A lot of nope tonight.
yeah. But speaking of which, let me ask this because I want to know this personally. Like, are you
Oh,
gonna try and well, then again, it's gonna be a year away at least or something like that. Like, would you try and like go to like more offline VF tournaments? Like, I know you come to final round, and then you beat me out my own tournaments and stuff like that. So you
uh,
go there, but
sorry.
like NYG 9's coming up in August, and Sega Cup will maybe come next year in California, which would be next April.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I will. But at this time, and it's one of those things that I can't really guarantee. I can't throw. You know, how you like okay, you do this, you work hard, you get results. What I need at this point is I basically just need a better job, and I can't guarantee that.
yeah,
Whoever's in place, they can just say no. I can't force anything to happen. And I've had some good jobs in the past and kind of squandered them. But barring that, should I get a better job, you know, get off days, like at the vacation time, or all that blah 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 crap, make $16 an hour, yada yada yada.
yeah,
If I can do that, not $16. That's an exaggeration, for the record. I need like 12 or 11 even. I'll take 11 and a half, maybe. I'm good. But yeah, I'll definitely try because I've had probably the most fun playing VF is at final round and just
uh,
offline in general. And I
yeah,
and I can't ignore that because especially And tonight, come on, you couldn't give me at a better time. Yeah, do you want? Hey, you want to play offline? Yeah, after that bullshit, of course I do. Like, you can't. It's too easy for you even.
Yeah,
So,
that was
so
just yeah, it was unusually bad tonight, but at the same that's the
unusually, that was
markups.
god awful. That's the worst time I've ever had in anything ever. I don't even. I played Tetris online, and it doesn't go haywire like I Bejeweled. We can
Wow.
play we can play Streets of Rage on Kylera. Like it wouldn't do that, you know.
Yeah,
What a
okay.
what a
It was really bad. Really bad. It was that bad now I think about it. But
and
yeah,
I was like, okay, well maybe that's his little thing, and Double he lives in what's your name, and he's got his cell phone turned on or blah blah blah, and his sister's watching anime. I gave him that, but he just kept on keeping on, and then here comes Icky. He's like, okay, I'll do it. I'm like, okay, well, Icky won't be the same guy because he lives in a different place and he's a different guy. And it wasn't the same. It was different. It was worse. I was like, fuck. How does this happen?
yeah, online is
God.
totally unpredictable. But I mean, but at the same time, like, we're yeah. I would love to see, hopefully we're gonna have more like VF tournaments in the upcoming year, which it seems like it could happen.
Yep.
So there'll be more chances for you to come out too. So
Can I ask you something?
what's up?
I watched your interview and you were talking about the final round tournament. You said you gave out a lot of money.
Oh
Was that
yeah.
was that your money?
Um.
Was
Well, I didn't
Larry
tell anybody yet, but
collaborating?
actually it was pretty much my money. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. I had pretty much saved, but then again, it was like I had
If you
saved
do
up a
that once
lot.
a year, then fine. I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's
That?
what it was. I had saved up a lot in order to make like a big prize pot.
Oh wow. That's
So, and I'm not the only one to do that. Like it happened in Blaze Blue too, up in Chicago. There was a guy who did that in Chicago too.
what's his name? You know?
Shin Sin. So it's SHINSYN. He's like a
Shinsen.
community type dude up
I
there.
know because all my buddies in Alabama they don't play this game, right? We don't.
Yeah.
But they play anime fighters a lot. So I have a deep we have a deep rooted history in like Guilty Gear and shit like that.
Oh, I was just about to say like Raekwon and them. Like
Yep.
I heard about some of them. Like Albany and Birmingham, I think.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Anytime I'm a little frustrated with you now.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody in Alabama does anything, hey, you know Raekwon? Hey, you
Yeah.
know the what's your name? Hey, you know the guy? Like, son of a bitch. It's like he will take credit for your work without being there or being cognizant of what's happening.
Oh, that type.
I'm not mad. This is kind of I've been what is this the fifth beer? I don't know, but
So, but it commonly happens. So you run into
commonly no, it permanently happens without
that
fail.
permanently.
It will not happen. Like is it? Hey, are you playing fighting games? Yeah. Are you from Alabama? Yeah. You know Raekwon? It's like yes. He's a guy. He's cool.
Yeah.
He humored me for a minute. He played VF for all of 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, what? I'd
Yeah,
like to
I
know who
beat
his character was.
I beat who his character was.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about him at all?
I know. I only heard of him. So,
Do you know any characters that he plays in the past?
to be honest, no. I just know him playing like Sentinel and like, big bodies and like Marvel 2 and I think 3.
You said no, but you basically meant yes. Can you guess?
All I can think of is Sentinel and maybe like Potemkin or something like that. That's what my
Right.
guess would be.
No, I'm saying guess who he played in VF.
Oh, it's got to be
Not
Taka.
but for the record, it's not Jeff or Taco.
Oh, it's got to be Wolf?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That narrows it down, right? He should have played Taka because he's really good and he's big. But for whatever reason, he's like in Tekken, he's played Craig Marduk. He's played Jack Six, who's also large. He's played Armor King. He's played Potemkin. He's played
Oh, he's a
plays,
big body type dude. Definitely,
Arcana
man.
Heart. And here I am like divulging into stuff. Like I don't want to talk about Raekwon, but here I am talking about it. You ever play Arcana Heart?
Oh, yeah. Like, I got a local friend who's really into Arcana Heart.
Tight. Well, guess what? We don't. Well, actually, we did, but we don't now. They all quit. But he played the guy, the chick that's in the bathing. No, not the bathing suit. He did that at one point.
The chick with the swimsuit with the big blob of water that
Yeah,
like did
he played her at first,
SPDs.
and then he played the other chick that's in the bathing suit as well with the visor, and she's in the big Doctor Robotic looking piece of crap.
Oh, that chick. With the bunny ears.
Yeah, the bullshit. Like he always plays those stupid big. Oh, I'm heavy as hell. These characters. Anytime he doesn't, it's very difficult to get around. If anytime he decides not to do that, you're it's I'll tell you it's uphill. 'Cause he plays Cammy in Street Fighter 4 now,
Oh man.
right? And then and a little bit of Evil Ryu for whatever reason, and he's played Dalsim too. He played Dalsim in Vanilla just to piss me off.
Oh wow, yeah, that I can see. That.
Because I played that's the guy, and that's a classic matchup, the Shoto versus the Dalsim, and it's ugh.
Yeah.
I hate his face, but yeah, that's him in a nutshell. He played for a minute, and then he just couldn't deal with it. He thought Sarah was too much to deal with, and I was like, yeah, if only you knew. And I kind of went on my own thing, and I just went on my own journey. I still show up for casuals to play what the hell ever, but in my meantime, in the lab, in the darkness, I'll be online playing assholes,
Oh man.
ruining my life.
Story of my life. What are you talking about? Oh man. I have to travel to play other games. I have to travel 2 hours up to Atlanta just to play a game I don't play.
Yeah, you
Or-
can't even. You can't even.
We got some local players now, and now we're actually meeting up again. So
You
it's
got,
different
you
than
got VF?
before. But past few months, like nope.
Yeah, VF in Georgia.
Oh no. Well, like we
Okay.
have VF players in Georgia, but they don't want to go to anything. The only one that go to
Who?
anything is Toy Dingo, aka Brody Man.
Oh,
Like
he's in Georgia.
yeah, he's in
That's
Atlanta.
he's in Atlanta.
Yeah. So
So why doesn't he?
he'll
he
come out. He's the only one that'll come out. But we have people like Gun Sniper, and I think there's a couple others that are like
isn't
newer.
sniper efficient? Aren't you sniping with a gun anyway? What are you, a gun sniper?
It is kind of an oxymoron, but
Yeah, I'm a shoot sniper. Oh shit! He threw a stiletto at me from 1,600 yards.
I'll,
Christ, this guy's vicious. Is this Golgo 13?
I'll just say he's a young guy. I'll
Oh.
just say that.
Oh, is he a double? Is he on net zero?
He's a little. No, he actually. No, he has a good connection, and
Oh.
he's not. He's a little older in high school.
Is his
but
grandpa healthy?
I have no idea, but I'd assume so.
Oh, you avoided that laugh so well.
Oh yeah, I'm going to skirt around that real quick.
No,
So-
it's politically
Leonardo
not correct.
talking.
Just for the record, I'm not making light of this man's trauma. I actually had a friend I was staying with at one point. He's actually a big Guilty Gear Blaze Blue guy right at this point. And his mom fell down outside, and I don't think I answered my phone or something. And I was terrible. I was sick for like a long time. She got up and she's cool. She's straight. Just for the record. But
Yeah.
I know what that's about, and I know that it can be like, and she's had some trouble before, and I've helped her up, and it's no joke.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's no joke. So
As long as I can hear what he's saying, yeah, you can play music, Trey. I'm sorry, Trey. I don't mean to, be in your house and talking all over your life. I was fucking my buddy. He's a good buddy. I see him like 8 times a week, and I'm kind of fucking him up right now.
Was that the guy that was hanging out with you on the final round? Like
No, he
during
doesn't-
Tekken finals? Oh, that wasn't him.
Oh, you talking about Derek? No, it's not him. This is the guy. He didn't play fighting games in the least.
Oh, okay, so he's gonna have.
He's just chilling. He's trying to go back to school and stuff. He's not really into that kind of.
Okay, well that's cool either way. So.
Right. But Tekken finals, it was a few guys: Nagato, Jeremy, it was Derek, was Darrell, Pat. But those are all Alabama guys that he play other things in general. But
Okay. That's what's up. That's pretty cool. All right, so I guess I'll speed it up since I don't want to hold your time up too much. But I want to ask something personally, and it's
Sure.
not that personal, but I just want to ask. I just want to
it's
know.
6.5 inches.
Hey, anyway, I just want to know, like, when did you start playing VF, and like, I want to know when you started playing Sarah, because your Sarah's pretty good, because you came out of nowhere and blew me up in tournaments, and I'm like, and everybody was wondering the same thing. Where did this guy come from? So I'm asking, where did you come from?
day I still have that mysticism. Like, who is, what is he doing? Raishin, hyena, what is he, what is, why does he do that? But
Yeah. Hey, talk close to your mic. You sounded faint.
a little bit. But I promise I'll be off in a sec. But I think the first time I played Virtua Fighter, I was probably about maybe about 8 or 9. It was basically Virtua Fighter 1, and
Uh huh.
I don't recall how, but I ended up in an arcade. Probably my dad or somebody took me. But I see the track and I was like, holy hell, this isn't Street Fighter 2 at all. These guys are moving around. They're big blocks of. At that time, it was glorious. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy Christ, I have got to play it. Like, to hell with Wave Racer or whatever the hell else was going on. Blitz, I don't know. This is a little after that, but all the football crap, Silent Scope, what do you Time Crisis? I don't want any crisis. I want a crises. I want a crisis. I want my house to be dead. I
Yeah.
play Virtua, and I put the quarters in, and I played Ryu for a minute in Street Fighter. Who didn't, right? And I was
Yeah.
like, who looks? Wait a minute, there it is. It's Akira, right?
Yeah.
So I pick him, and I play it, and it's like on Jeffrey's stage, and I was like, holy shit, this game sucks. This is fucking awful. I got rung out and I got hit in his Jeffries, this big black dude with dreads. I was like, get the fuck off of me. You need me out of the. It was awful. That game was fucking. What a clunky piece of shit that was. But, I go on about my life, and I think my dad, he ended up working at Blockbuster, and he basically got cheaper or discounted rentals.
Yeah.
He ended up renting Virtua Fighter 4 Vanilla
Yeah.
PS2. This is not 2. This is not 3. We skip past that, right? And I
Yeah.
get the game, and I see like the moves and the stages and the textures, and I at this point I get how sequels work. Nobody talked about Street Fighter 1, so who am I to love Street Fighter 2 and hate VF1 like it's the end of the world? I got it. I understood that things are the best is yet to come, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I get into playing, and I forget who I picked. I'm not gonna lie. I tried Akira again. It was like, okay, this is no, give it up, give it up. It's not that kind of game. It's not the kind of thing. You can't necessarily do what you've been doing because it's not the same thing. You don't go in the fucking Starbucks and order a hamburger. You just don't.
Nah.
I mean, you can, but the cops will get you. So I picked Jackie, I think, or maybe Kage. I think it was between Jackie and Kage. And I got to the last round of the arcade mode, and I had a great time. The great textures, blah blah blah. But I think you had to have a memory card to use the customization. It was just a rental, so we didn't have that. I was like, man, what an untapped potential. Then I think he rented it again. I played it again, and then finally he bought a PS2. I was probably in 10th grade in high school, 15, 16, whatever. And I think maybe a year later, it was like Christmas time came around, so it was like, okay, let's do the re-up. And you got like Sonic the Hedgehog, some terrible ass game, and it was like
Oh.
Sonic, some crap. Sonic hasn't been good in like 40 years, just for the record. And he bought Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, one of
Yeah.
the greatest hits. I was like, well, damn, this is already sold really great. And if you know the history, it actually didn't do that. But I picked it, and I think I read in a Game Pro strategy guide or somewhere. It's like Sarah's the simplest character to learn. Now, like, this game's pretty tough, and I had an embargo against women. And if I wouldn't like Chun Li, Cammy. I just wouldn't deal with you. I'm not a girl. Why would I want to be a girl? I'm picking this character. That's an extension of myself, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What am I gay? I couldn't deal with it, right?
Yeah.
But at that moment, it was about 2003. I was like, you know what? It's really not that deep. My dad does it. He's still, with my mom. So I was, and I uplifted the band, and I said, you know what? This is all right. And don't forget how good Sarah was in Virtua Fighter 4 Evo. So just
Oh yeah.
think about that, and then think about me just like to hell with it. And I think that was the first time I really got into it. And then I did the training modes because I have nobody to play with. My sister's not. She went to college or something. Like, what kind of asshole is she, right? But
Yeah.
full of shit. But she went on to just live a good life. She actually lives in Atlanta now. But
Oh, okay, cool.
right, say hi. I guess. Fuck, I don't know. Um, and I was like, yeah, this is where it's at. And then I actually grew to like and love and enjoy Sarah. And like I like the flamingo. I like the bullshit you're doing. Your style is martial arts, and Jackie says Jeet Kune Do. You guys are doing the same crap. I don't know what that's all about, but cool. You're gonna say martial arts, and I got along with that. The customization, all that stuff. I fell in love with it, and I just struck out from there. And then I think Sarah was like the first female character I ever played, and since she actually broke down the wall entirely, so now I seldom play male characters.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow, that's crazy.
unfortunately, it's something I've noticed and something other people have noticed. Because anytime you do something and somebody else knows it before you do, you have a problem. It's a lot like crack cocaine or whatever. Like, oh, you didn't clock in Monday. What's going on? A lot of times I'll play a lot of blonde-haired white women fighting games, and I have Sarah to thank for that.
Yeah.
I play Nina, I play Mature. I dabble out in DOA. I play Helena. It's quite an issue. It's kind of problem.
Oh, you discovered a new preference.
Yeah. But and I stuck with it from there. I didn't. I don't think the first tournament I entered was probably the one with you. The
Oh, the
first.
final round one?
Oh, the Atlanta Revival. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, Atlanta Revival. Yeah, cause there's like no VF tournaments at all until like that one.
You said you were having that. I was like, well, no, wait. I think I don't know if I played in one before that, but at around the same time frame, VF was still new. In Alabama, you know how the new games are like, oh, it's a new game, play it, but they don't really like it. And I think Tennessee came down for a Birmingham tournament. It was in Gardendale. There's a lot of three Tekken players. I don't know if you ever heard of Shinblade, Sly Mike, and most famously Lil Majin.
Oh yeah, definitely know Lil Majin.
Right,
Slide
right.
Mike I kind of heard of. So
Yeah, he's one of the. I guess he's not a mainstay if you haven't heard of him, but he's been playing VF like long as hell, and he plays Soul Calibur. And he plays 3D stuff hella hardcore. Last I heard, he was doing some personal stuff. He can't really deal with it right now, but
yeah.
he was their ace in the hole. Normally it's Lil Majin, and then it's like Shinblade, and then Fly Mike. But Fly Mike, it was his day, man. We played first round. He played Taka, and I beat him. And and from that point, I knew this is I'm not great, but I'm not bad enough to give this up. You know, this is the main stage. This is what you do. You're playing on the big glass case with the little figurines in it. You have the Asus monitor. You can't tech roll because it's laggy. It's all God. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like that was that was an awakening for me. And from that point, I was like, well, and now I won that tournament. And nobody else in Bama won their tournament. Everybody, like, Georgia stole this, and Georgia took that, and blah, blah, blah. And Tennessee, they took KOF, actually. And
Oh, okay.
right. We that was a real botch, and I was the only man who protected the house that day. I said, okay, I have to, this is what it's about. I would have done it. I would have kept playing anyway because I loved it and I enjoyed it, but that was a real, that was kind of a big deal for me. And I kept on, and I played online, and I think I got to a certain point. I got kind of stagnant. It was around warrior rank or blah blah blah. I don't necessarily go into training mode to work out this things that often. I'll deal with this string. I'll deal with this. That's negative. What's your name? I'll know what button to press, but the actual science and all that kind of stuff, I kind of suffer.
Okay, I mean that makes sense because it's like you kind of run into the same type of players online. If nobody really pushes you to do something different, it's like why would you?
Right. That's you couldn't have said it. I couldn't have said it better.
So yeah, I know all about that. So
That's pretty, especially on PSN. Good God.
oh man, I can only imagine. Cause okay,
Don't bother back.
at least on Xbox you have like the vets that play vanilla.
Yeah.
So but PS3 a lot of new people. So that makes sense. But yeah, like I'm glad to see like more players in the Southeast playing, cause like literally there was times where I thought it was just me, and I'm like, well, me
You
and
know what?
GT in Florida, but Florida's like 9 hours away from here. So.
Gentleman Thieves in Florida?
Yeah, he's in like Saint Petersburg.
Who?
Saint Petersburg. He's like near Miami.
Oh Christ, I can't drive to that.
Exactly. There's like
I mean, I
literally,
can, but with a not my car. God.
it's like going to DC for me. It'll be even further for you. So it'll be like a 10-hour drive probably. But yeah, he's
Why?
down there. But it's good to see like more people in the southeast playing Virtua Fighter than I originally knew about.
Yeah,
So I get real happy when I see another player around there. So,
I respect that.
but see, okay, so I mean, let me go ahead and wrap it up. Like, you have any
Yeah.
like last words as far as like VFDC or the VF community or just players in general you want to shout out or that you might like or might emulate or things like that?
I think, in my experience, this is probably the one game where I don't have a clear cut person that I'm emulating. It's actually it's kind of sad, but because normally I'll do that and I don't have a problem with doing that. My ego's not so big for that, but I have a hard time necessarily like reading. I can't read Japanese. Is that a surprise to you? But they have these matches and they have the card names up there, and I don't necessarily see who's what. But I'm familiar with YOU. I'll just call him U.
Oh, is
Yo,
he?
I don't know.
I think it's Yo Sarah. I always call him you, but I think
In
it's Yo
Japan,
Sarah.
you figured be Yo or something, right? I'm familiar with him. Fernandinho.
Oh, that's my favorite Sarah player. Yeah, he's like a VF4 veteran.
It's Nori 438, and
I've seen him a couple times.
Nori's. I think he's a little lower class. Not lower class. That's rude.
But yeah, he's not as
Definitely.
up there as like the
I
other
can't
two.
dishonor him like that, right? He'll stab my family or something. But
Yeah.
like Fernandinho, and I'll never hear of him anymore. You know. And he had a time where he was on the forums with VFDC, and he kind of said some things that kind of alienated himself. But I still have respect, and I still, kind of hold him in reverence or reverence or whatever. Whatever.
You talking about Shoal?
How did you know?
I mean, because everything you mentioned just like described him perfectly.
Right. Everyone's incompetent, aren't we?
Yeah.
But he had his little issues back in as far as with the community. He didn't have any issue playing VF4 Evo. He clocked in to work. He did his job, man. I'll tell you what. But he's got the channel Wanna Fight Us, and I saw him in like Vanilla. I saw him. I'll tell you what. I was in high school. I was actually on YouTube on the computers and not learning anything. And the first match from Virtua Fighter 5 I ever saw was from him and Namflo.
Him and who?
Namflo, the Shun player.
Oh, okay.
They both ended up living in Japan. They actually had a disagreement on the forums. They argued, they blah blah blah, and no, you can't do that. And it was like a fucking anime, bro. Like it was some real bullshit. And they ended up playing. I thought it was really ironic.
Oh man, I know there's a lot of drama in them days. I hate I missed out on those days.
And yeah, you probably weren't missing much, but those are the guys I've seen, but I don't watch them frequently enough to emulate anything, so I kind of have to go on my own.
Yeah, I have to say, like Virtua Fighter community in Japan is like the most arcadey of arcade communities. They did
Keep
do
stuff from each other, right?
Yeah, they do that. They don't stream until like the past year or so. That's the only time. Like everybody else started like 2010 or something like that. They only started streaming like 2012, 2013. So it's like impossible to find like good videos that aren't in like cell phone quality.
Yeah.
And it's like they just make it really hard. Like the names are always in Japanese. You don't know the history of the players. You don't know
Right.
who's good.
That's what I was saying. I can't. It's hard to follow.
It's like you have to be a researcher, and it's like a lot of people don't have patience for that. They got lives, So
Exactly.
Yeah, I can understand that. But what do you think? What you got? You got any words for like our community in general, good or bad?
Yeah, I guess some words. First off, stop using dial-up or whatever the hell that is. If you can avoid a PSN, do that. 3, there's a lot of, I don't say too much ego. I respect you guys being some kind of competitive, but a lot of you guys are fucking trash. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of you guys are fucking awful. I'm not even, it's not sugarcoat this. You guys, like, you ever have somebody you don't want to play them because they're so bad. It's not like, oh man, I don't want to play that guy. He's good. He'll put me out. No, I don't want to play these guys because they're so bad. Like it's getting to that point now, and I can't. I'll be respectful. I'll talk. We'll be cordial. I'll play anybody, but
I mean, it makes sense
you guys
because
are fucking awful.
I'm, I mean, it makes sense because like there's the bar is so low in VF and there's not many people to check people.
Oh my
So,
god! It's like, you get on the thing and it's like, all right, I want to play you. I want to play you. It's like, man, what the hell are you guys doing before I could show up? Oh god, some of these people are just rubbish. True, like gutter trash, man. I can't even.
Straight
I
gutter
I
trash.
can't throw enough roses at these cats, man.
Wow.
I have a bouquet. I went to the depot and I don't. There's not enough. I have a dump truck full of roses for all of you niggas. And and I'm not great. I'm not even good. I'm mopping the floor with your mains. Oh God, stop, help me! I call the cops, man. Just call the cops. That's all I got. Now all I have to say is call the cops.
Yeah, we are really bad. Like really bad. I think people are just now understanding that, but still, there's like we got a lot of elitists.
Honey, like if you just have those terms like twice a year, it's your yearly income. You just get $2,000 a year. It's like unemployment. It's like oh man. But you know what? I'm glad that everybody. I don't want anybody to quit. I don't want anybody to stop. If you're mad at me, that's fine. I accept that. I'm kind of a heel in my own scene, so I kind of I'm used to that. If you guys would just play and get a little better, I'd appreciate it. That's all I have to say.
That's what's up. Makes sense. So, but yeah, I agree with that. Like a lot of folks, we think we're good, but yo, we are terrible. We suck. And
Right.
it's just they don't have many Japanese like videos to compare themselves. They don't have many good American players to beat sense into them.
Yeah.
So, they just we're just in our own little world thinking like, oh yeah, I can do, you know, 80 damage combos. So
You just do like is it PPPK
something
and
like
just
that.
win. Like no, you can't do that.
So, well, yeah, makes sense. It's a good lesson that people need to learn. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all for me. So, unless you got anything else to add,
Um. Now I hope Devil's grandpa's okay. That's about it, man. I don't have anything else to say. I
yeah,
appreciate everybody coming down. I appreciate everybody's patience with me. Devil, he was really eager to play, and I kind of delayed a little bit, and I kind of made things a little stagnant. I apologize for that. I just don't have internet access at home right now. It's real. It's shitty. It's shitty. My life is shitty. But I'm glad everybody came out. I'm glad everybody in the stream, the chat, everybody who took interest, and I appreciate everybody for coming out. Hopefully, y'all come out again. If not for PSN, maybe for Xbox.
yes, please get an
And hopefully,
Xbox.
things are cool.
Oh man,
That's
PSN.
about it for me.
Ugh. But yeah, yeah. Thanks for coming out though.
Oh, no problem.
And I guess this is gonna be on YouTube real soon, and it's gonna be like on the VFCC thread like right after that. So you'll see it real quick. So
Cool.
probably about a half an hour
Oh
from
wow.
now.
Go to
So.
sleep, man. You got work in the morning, right?
Oh yeah, I gotta get up at 5. So and it's
Wow.
what?
Fucking go. Shut. Oh my god. I'm gonna end this call right now. Wait a minute. Shut the hell.